here, and they're just going to tell us about the 40 Days for Life campaign that's starting in Sydney next month. So can you give their attention, please? Thank you.
Hey guys, Monsignor Reilly just outlined to you guys the culture of death that we're engulfed in. I ask you, why is it important that we need to hear about this? As the youth of Australia, a country where there are up to 100,000 abortions every year, as the next generation, the new apostles, as Monsignor Reilly pointed out, we can bring back the culture of life. Okay? And how do we do this? It's as Jesus told us, prayer and fasting. Okay? By being at the abortion clinic, we bring God to these women who think there is no hope, there is no choice but to get rid of their own unborn child. So being there, in our prayerful presence, we do bring God to that place of death. And in keeping with the Lenten season, we're starting off, Family Life International starting off, what's called 40 Days for Life. A campaign that's in over 280 cities around the world. Campaign that is aimed at praying to end abortion. So in Sydney, it's beginning on Shrove Tuesday night, the 21st of February, at St. Peter's Church, Surrey Hills. It will then continue throughout Lent at the preterm abortion clinic in Surrey Hills also, and it ends on Palm Sunday night. Now our Bishop Porteous, our shepherd, is going to be there. He's leading us, okay, in the hope of bringing back this culture of life. As his flock, are we going to support him? Are we going to be there and show him that his church is right behind him, and encourage all other bishops to put on their scarlet piece and sacrificing this culture of life? Now Anna's going to speak to you about her own experience at the 40 Days for Life vigils.
Yeah, Paul and I have been involved in 40 Days for the last 2 years that it's been running. This has been the third year running, and we've just seen some amazing things. I mean, some of you may have been here when Abby Johnson was giving her testimony. She used to work in the abortion clinic at the first 40 Days in America, and she was so inspired by what she saw. She actually came down out of the building and converted. You know, we've actually seen turnarounds, women going into the clinics and seeing us praying and being so inspired by that, seeing that love, God's love that we're bringing there, that they decided to come out and choose life and keep their children. Now, we've heard Monsignor speak so eloquently tonight about changing this culture of death into a culture of life, and it's wonderful for all here to listen. And it's more, we need to do more than just listen and agree. We need to actually be there and actually help change this culture of death into a culture of life, and you can do that by coming to 40 days. You don't have to do that, you don't have to be there for more than, you can do 1 hour if you want, or you can come weekly, or whatever it is. I know that each and every one of us here can spare the time to at least just do 1 hour and pray at Calvary, as Monsignor calls it, where death is. This week, we actually are having, Monsignor is leading a smaller vigil on Thursday from 8 to 10:30 in the morning. It would be really great if we could see some people there. It's the preterm clinic in Surrey Hills. It's on the corner of Elizabeth and Randall Street. And it would be really great if you could come. So thank you.
So if anyone gets confused about the dates, FLI's website has all the information. And can I just add that throughout Lent, 40 days will be running from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are 1 hour time slots. You can do it for 1 hour, the whole day if you want, or just come for half an hour. Thank you. We do bring God to that place of death. And in keeping with the Lenten season, we're starting off, Family Life International starting off, what's called 40 Days for Life. A campaign that's in over 280 cities around the world. Campaign that is aimed at praying to end abortion. So in Sydney, it's beginning on Shrove Tuesday night, the 21st of February, at St. Peter's Church, Surrey Hills. It will then continue throughout Lent at the preterm abortion clinic in Surrey Hills also, and it ends on Palm Sunday night. Now our Bishop Porteous, our shepherd, He's going to be there. He's leading us, okay, in the hope of bringing back this culture of life. As his flock, are we going to support him? Are we going to be there and show him that his church is right behind him and encourage all other bishops to put on their scarlet piece and sacrifice for this culture of life? Now, Anna's going to speak to you about her own experience at the 40 Days for Life vigils.
Yeah, Paul and I have been involved in 40 Days for the last 2 years that it's been running. This has been the 3rd year running, and we've just seen some amazing things. I mean, some of you may have heard when Abby Johnson was giving her testimony. She used to work in the abortion clinic at the first 40 days in America, and she was so inspired by what she saw. She actually came down out of the building and converted. You know, we've actually seen turnarounds, women going into the clinics and seeing us praying and being so inspired by that, they're seeing that love, God's love that we're bringing them, that they decided to come out and choose life and keep their children. Now, we've heard Monsignor speak so eloquently tonight about changing this culture of death into a culture of life, and it's wonderful for all here to listen. And it's more, we need to do more than just listen and agree. We need to actually be there and actually help change this culture of death into a culture of life, and you can do that by coming to 40 days. You don't have to do that, you don't have to be there for more than, you can do 1 hour if you want, or you can come weekly, or whatever it is. I know that each and every one of us here can spare the time to at least just do 1 hour and pray at Calvary, as Monsignor calls it, where death is. This week, we actually are having, Monsignor is leading a smaller vigil on Thursday from 8 to 10:30 in the morning. It would be really great if we could see some people there. It's the preterm clinic in Surrey Hills. It's on the corner of Elizabeth and Randall Street. And it would be really great if you could come. So thank you.
So if anyone gets confused about the dates, FLI's website has all the information. And can I just add that throughout Lent, 40 days will be running from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are 1 hour time slots. You can go for 1 hour the whole day if you want, or just come for half an hour.